Hey guys, this is Terry with Futures.io. It is my pleasure to welcome back Raymond Deux from NinjaTrader for today's extended Ask Me Anything webinar. During the webinar, please feel free to type your questions into the questions box and we'll do our best to answer them during the event. If you're watching this on YouTube, please do us a favor and give us a thumbs up if you enjoy the webinar. And as always, please feel free to share, comment, and subscribe to our channel. It really helps us a lot. You can follow us on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter with @Futures.io. And without further delay, I'll hand it over to Ray. All right, and you should get the pop-up.
Testing, and you should be seeing screen now.
Yep, looks good. Y'all can start to type your questions into the questions box, and we'll get started here in just a minute.
I take it, Terry, that you will be posting questions or asking questions because I don't see any.
Yes,
okay.
I'll read them off to you.
Well, thank you, Terry and Mike from Futures.io for having me, and thanks for everybody who is participating today. So I guess I'll just wait here and take the first question that Terry throws my way.
What are some plans for NinjaTrader 8 this year, since it's now finally released?
Oh, good question. At this time, there's nothing, let's say, material in terms of changes forthcoming that you would see in NinjaTrader 8 this year. Right now, we're, 6 revisions minor revisions into NinjaTrader 8. We're still doing some polish here or there. This last release, I think the feedback that we've been receiving so far has been very well, or very good, I should say. So I think for the rest of the year, there's a few features we're going to be adding. Nothing that I can comment on at this point in time, but again, nothing, no material changes.
Okay, there's a question on how do I try the system and test drive some of the apps you offer. I'm currently with TradeStation.
I see. Good question. If you go to our website, ninjatrader.com, you can register just by putting in your email address and downloading the software. I apologize, was that TD Ameritrade or Interactive Broker or TradeStation, pardon me. You can request a free trial, a data trial, in which case we will provide a 2 to 3 week real-time and historical data trial that you can use to drive software. In terms of trying any third-party add-ons, at Futures.io there's a download section where you could access a lot of user-submitted scripts, indicators, strategies. You can go to ninjatraderecosystem.com and look at the various vendors that offer commercial add-ons for the platform.
Okay. Let's see. All right, can you talk a bit about, I know NinjaTrader now allows you to trade Forex. Can you, I guess, talk a bit about that functionality?
Absolutely. NinjaTrader, we have supported Forex trading actually for quite some time. However, with NinjaTrader 8, we did add a number of different Forex-specific features. For example, we have a feature called FX Board, and I will move it in here, which is your, for Forex traders, a typical quote display screen that, again, Forex traders would be accustomed to. We took a look at a number of different versions from different competitive platforms to try to aggregate the best of everything, but what we also did is include here on the bottom, this is an order grid. So as you trade directly in one of these tiles, you can actually use our ATM, that's our Advanced Trade Management approach with trading Forex directly into this window. So, for example, if I wanted to do a two-target strategy, which is a template I created, I can select that from here and go ahead and I just place an order, and you can see the way that the orders are displayed here at the bottom. So that's probably the most significant change that we've done in NinjaTrader 8 with respect to Forex traders. We do support a number of different Forex brokers, including Interactive Brokers, fxcm for those of you outside of the U.S., and inside of the U.S. We support Gain Capital or Forex.com.
Okay. I'm using Ninja 7 now. How would I try out Ninja 8 without messing up my Ninja 7 installation?
Good question. NinjaTrader 8 runs completely independently from NinjaTrader 7, so you can just go ahead and install NinjaTrader 8. What you should be aware of is that depending on who your broker is, you may not be able to connect to your brokerage account simultaneously with both NinjaTrader 7 and NinjaTrader 8. So if you have that limitation, you could, again, request a free data trial from us, use that with NinjaTrader 8 and put that alongside NinjaTrader 7 if you want to take the time to get used to the platform. The only interaction you will see is on first-time installation of NinjaTrader 8. If it detects that you have a NinjaTrader 7 installation, it will ask you if you would like to migrate some of that data.
Okay. I know there's a lot of questions and concerns with transitioning from 7 to 8, especially when people have custom-made indicators. What kind of support does NinjaTrader provide for converting some of those NinjaTrader 7 indicators over to NinjaTrader 8?
Yeah, another good question. We provide support in the form of the support form or email support. In cases where you need a phone call, we're happy to get on the phone with you. But we can help provide assistance in terms of actual help support, not an actual programming effort, to provide guidance on best practices and how best to go about and convert indicators. Most of the simple indicators actually are quite a simple conversion. There's not a lot of changes that one must need to go through. It's very complex indicators where developers have used things like they're doing some special rendering, for example, that will take a little bit longer. To the extent that you might have third-party commercial scripts, indicators, strategies, you would need to check with the vendor to see if they have support for the NinjaTrader 8 version. Other than that, users of NinjaTrader 7 will find that NinjaTrader 8 is very familiar in terms of the flow. There is some subtle look and feel differences, as you could probably see on the screen right now. However, the control center and the experience of NinjaTrader 8 will be very familiar to you NinjaTrader 7 users. Hopefully that covers kind of a broad strokes on what it might take to use NinjaTrader 8 or migrate over to NinjaTrader 8.
Okay. What features are available in the free Direct Edition license?
Sorry, I'm just thinking how to answer that question. Because they're slightly different answer with NinjaTrader 8 than NinjaTrader 7. So let me attempt it this way. The free Direct Edition version, which is a free live trading version, not to be confused with our free non-live trading version that anybody can download and use for as long as you wish. With NinjaTrader 7, and this is also true for NinjaTrader 8, the primary differences are that the Direct Edition doesn't support, for example, ATM strategies. That's the ability to submit stop and profit target brackets, as well as auto trail features. It doesn't support chart trader. It doesn't support Osio orders. It doesn't support hotkeys, and it also doesn't allow you to do automated trading. With NinjaTrader 8, there's a few additional features that we don't support in the direct edition that are new to NinjaTrader 8. Off the top of my head, I can't remember all of them. I know, for example, tabs is something that is not available in NinjaTrader 8 direct edition. So here you can see there's a tab. If I, for example, type CL06-17, you'll see that a new tab has been added. So tabs is something that is not supported for the direct edition. There's an upgraded feature between NinjaTrader 7 and 8. I believe we also have, Superdome. In NinjaTrader 8, we added a number of new features called columns. So if I, for example, right-click in a dome, select column, I'll just select one of the, let's say, APQ, hit OK. Let me resize this. What APQ does is if I place an order here, limit order, this gives me the approximate position in the order queue. So as trades go off, that number is going to count down to give me some approximate indication as to when my order is going to be filled. So this is an example of a column that wouldn't be available in the direct edition in NinjaTrader 8. We also added the ability to add indicators to the Superdome. So if you right-click indicators, you can put up a moving average, for example. That moving average would be plotted here in the price ladder, and additionally, you could also associate an order to that indicator for the purpose of automatically modifying the price of that order as the price of the indicator updates. And then one other thing that I can think of is we added in NinjaTrader 8 a very comprehensive and advanced alerting system that allows you to be alerted by any number of different conditions. It could be a combination of things like if the price is above X, if the indicator is above Y, and if the price enters this rectangle that I drew, I want to take the following action. I want to send myself an email, pop up a dialog box, and fire off an order. So those are kind of a collection of features that are new to NinjaTrader 8 that are also not part of the direct edition.
Okay. Does NT8 offer the ability to do spreads such as S&P E-mini versus the NQ E-mini?
Not, if you're referring to the ability to take two instruments and create a spread chart between the two, the answer is no. If you want to be able to create an indicator, as an example, and plot the difference between the two, then the answer is yes.
Okay. How long will NinjaTrader 7 be supported? When will they have to switch to 8?
We have no ETA on a NinjaTrader 7 cutoff date. We have no plans to cut it off. It's more of a question of when does it no longer become economically reasonable or viable to continue to support it. What I can tell you as an example, we have users still on NinjaTrader 6.5 that I guess NinjaTrader 7 came out, I want to say 2010, so we still have users on the prior major version, 7 years later. So what could potentially happen, though, is that support for various brokers deteriorate over time because, for example, if we support right now, or not if, but we support, for example, MB trading on NinjaTrader 7. If for whatever reason, 4 years from now, MB trading stopped providing support, their API no longer works, as an example, and we have 20 users on that, we probably wouldn't spend the money to update to whatever their latest and greatest API is. So anybody concerned that NinjaTrader 7 will be going away anytime soon has nothing to worry about.
Okay. Uh, when combining multiple date series in a panel, how can I choose which date series is overlaying on top of the other?
Okay. I believe I understand that question. Basically, let me just do this here. I will add another series. Oops. And let me drop that. So I have two. I know they're the same color, so let me do this real quick to try to change. I'm just going to pick some random colors, something that'll stick out. Maybe this blue. Okay, let me move in to try and find some candles that here are some candles that overlap. Basically, you select one, and if you hold your shift key down and use your scroll wheel, you'll see here where my mouse is, it says level 2 of 2, and now level 1 of 2, and you can see that the visuals are changing. One candle is going on top of the other as I'm scrolling my mouse wheel up and down. This basically sets the order of the rendering order, if you want to call it, the painting order. So, and this is not only true for the data series, but any object. Oops, that's not a good pick. Let me, Bollinger Bands would be good. Throw some Bollinger Bands, and actually here's a better example. If I pick a rectangle, and if I, let's see, make that more opaque. So here you can see if I grab the rectangle, now I've got 4 objects on my canvas, and I'm sending the rectangle all the way to the back. So again, it holds true what I just showed for any object that is being visualized on your chart. I believe that was the question. So.
Okay. Is C# the only language script that are for coding automation into NinjaTrader 8?
It is.
Okay. Does NinjaTrader 8 come with any preloaded back testing data, or how does that work in 8?
The answer to the question, we don't provide the data upon install. You do have to connect to something. Now, depending on what you want to backtest, for example, when you install NinjaTrader, if you don't have a supported market data service like eSignal or Kinetic, or a brokerage account like TD Ameritrade or Interactive Brokers, what you could do here is there is an installed Kinetic end of day free. So I guess I should reframe my answer. The answer is yes, there is historical data, daily historical data that we provide that comes installed with the software. So you connect to that and you can grab, Forex futures or equity data, daily bars. I think 10 to 20 years, I can't remember exactly how far back we go. But that comes installed with the software. If you want intraday data, and that was really my former answer, is you would need a service, market data service and or broker service. If you don't have one, you can go to our website and request a free trial, in which case you will get 2 to 3 week access to intraday data that includes minute and tick data for futures and Forex.
Okay, can NinjaTrader 7 data be migrated to NT8?
Give me a sec. Off the top of my head, that's a good one. I believe, yes. As I mentioned before, when you install NinjaTrader 8 for the first time, you're prompted with a question if you want to migrate data. And that includes a number of different things. I was just trying to recall whether or not that included the historical chart data, which it does.
Okay. Okay, if data is imported into NT8 32-bit, does it go into the same folder as the NT8 64-bit?
Yes.
Okay. How is fxcm affiliated connected with NinjaTrader?
With NinjaTrader platform, we are technically speaking, a service provider to them, meaning we provide a technical service to users at fxcm. NinjaTrader Brokerage is a introducing broker for fxcm.
Okay. Is it possible to program a button to be placed in a cell on the market analyzer to enable the launching of an ATM or strategy when the button is clicked in a given row?
Answer, actually I thought it was possible. It is not possible to do that in the market analyzer. You could do that on a chart, for example, or you could do it as what we call an add-on, but you can't pop that into a market analyzer cell.
Okay. Does NT8 show volume traded at bid and volume traded at ask in separate columns?
Let me think about how to answer that question, because there are a number, I guess, here, let me show you this. I'll say the answer broadly is yes. In the Superdome, for example, you could, let me remove this APQ column, and you can see here there's a volume column. And on the right, there's going to be the properties, and I can say I want to show buy-sell volume, and I'll hit OK. And so there is one way to display buy and sell volume per price row in the Superdome. Within the chart, we do have an indicator as well. I'll just, and I want to say it's called volume zones or volume profile. So you could use this indicator. It might be one of these. There's a volume profile, volume up and down, and volume zones. I apologize because I can't recall exactly which one does what, but it's one of those does something in line with what you're seeing here in the Superdome.
Okay. Are there any planned features around portfolio backtesting in NT8?
I guess the answer to that is simply that this has been on our list for quite some time. We haven't committed to doing that at this point in time. I'm not saying we're not doing it, but I'm not saying we are going to do it. It's just one of those things that is on our list, and as we evaluate what features to implement, it's generally demand driven, and although we do have demand for that, historically it hasn't been as much as some other things that we've been working on.
Okay. Does NT8 support simultaneous live connections to futures and Forex?
Absolutely.
Okay. Let's see. Does NT8 store level 2 data?
It depends. I'm going to try to provide some context around that answer because I could interpret that in a number of different ways. NinjaTrader has the ability to record what we call playback data, also previously known as market replay, which does store level 2 data. I'm going to provide a different answer for a different interpretation of that question. With NinjaTrader 8, we store the bid and ask price along with every last trade, which allows us vendors, developers to build indicators that and analyze where the trade had went off, whether it's a buy trade or a sell trade, for example, and that in part was what allowed me to generate this column that we're looking at right here. So I'm not sure what the question was, and hopefully it was one of those. If not, the asker could clarify that question.
Okay. Is there server-side enhancements planned with the NT brokerage that are available through NinjaScript, like market on close or market on open orders?
The answer is not yet. We are working on server-side functionality that we will release here in the future. No date given at this point in time. That will provide a superior experience for customers of NinjaTrader brokerage. Some of the things that we're doing, as an example, are server-side ATMs. In fact, actually, I am running right now, connected to our servers that run server-side ATMs. So I'm actually been in testing mode of this stuff. But don't read into that this will be available, shortly. We're still a ways away, but ATMs would be running server-side. Very specific order types will be running server-side, among other things. So I guess the answer is that's what we're working towards, but we don't have it available yet.
Okay. Is there any risk management features in NT8 to reduce the likelihood of a retail trader blowing up their account, or anything like that? There's also a request for one that could analyze the percentage of the account to give you a appropriate trading size.
Simply put, no. We don't have any of those tools available or exposed for the client. We do have such features built into our software, but that's used on our for risk management of all on the brokerage side. And it's, I guess, the point of me bringing that up is you never know if we might move some of that to the client side to allow customers more control of managing risk, but we don't offer that today.
Okay. NinjaTrader provides a button to cancel an order. What actually occurs when an accepted order is canceled?
Okay. Can you ask that again, Terry?
Let's see. NinjaTrader provides a button to cancel an order. What actually occurs when an accepted order is canceled?
I'm not sure exactly what the question is. I mean, apart from that the order is canceled, technically what happens is a message is sent to whomever you're connected to. So in the case of, let's say, NinjaTrader brokerage, you're likely using Continuum, which is a CQG product. A cancel request is sent from your desktop to the CQG server, which is then propagated further to the exchange, where the order is either canceled. Assuming it is canceled, that message comes back to CQG and then back to your desktop. Or in the event that it was unable to be canceled because it was filled while in the time that you pressed the button, and during that time that the button was pressed and the message went to the exchange, and we're talking like, I don't know, 30, 40, 50, 80 milliseconds. If it filled in that time, then obviously it wouldn't have canceled and you'd get the filled response back. So I'm not sure if that's what the question was, but if you think it was different, let me know.
Okay. Can you explain again how you added the volume on the DOM?
Sure. Inside of the Superdome, you just right-click, and there is a menu, columns. You select columns, and it's no different than adding an indicator to a chart. You see the available columns here, and you just add what you want. It'll show up in the configured section on the bottom, and then you parameterize it on the right, and then hit OK. I should add, much like we provide the ability for customers or developers to build custom indicators for your chart, you also have the ability to build custom Superdome columns. I don't know what you might build, but we developed NinjaTrader 8 in a way that would provide the most flexibility for people who might have very creative imaginations that might build something very interesting here to visualize alongside your dome.
Okay. Do you anticipate moving to .NET 4.6 anytime soon?
I don't know the answer to that, so I guess I can't answer that at this point in time. I don't know.
Okay. Last time I checked, NinjaTrader brokerage was not available for British Columbia residents. Any updates on this?
I don't believe, well, the answer is NinjaTrader for Canadian clients, you have to go through Interactive Brokers or through Global Futures would allow you to open up NinjaTrader accounts for residents of British Columbia.
Okay. Regarding Ninja recording the latest bid ask along with trade data, can I import my own stored bid ask data along with my trade data to reflect the same tick direction info?
The simple answer is yes. As long as you have that data formatted to our import specifications, which we do provide in the NinjaTrader documentation.
Okay. Is it possible to add value high and low in the point of control onto the same volume indicator on the DOM?
We don't provide that out of the box, but I had mentioned you could custom program something, so I guess somebody can, but not out of the box.
Okay. The availability is there, someone just has to actually code it.
Correct.
Okay. When multiple workplaces are open, is there a way to have the control center window located in different locations within each workspace so that my window layout for each workspace doesn't require me keeping the control center window in the same location for each workspace?
Simple answer is no, that's not possible.
Okay. Is NT8 recommended for trading equities? And if so, which broker has the best integration and reliability?
Yeah, good question. Absolutely. You can trade equities with NinjaTrader 8. You can do that with NinjaTrader 7 as well. At this point in time, we support TD Ameritrade and Interactive Brokers for equities. I think both the integrations are fine. I would just add, though, that we have more people using Interactive Brokers than TD Ameritrade for what that's worth.
Okay. Is there any idea on when a NinjaTrader app would come out for smartphones?
Yes, I don't have any ETA other than we're working on that now, as it's in R&D phase, and without getting into the details, we've been working on taking our NinjaTrader .NET code base and running it in the web and on a phone, and just last week actually we have it now running in a browser. Very basic implementation of it, but we were moving towards trying to use the same code base versus having to build a application from the ground up. My thoughts right now are that this year is kind of our R&D phase, and next year is towards the end of next year is when we might have something that we would put out as a production product. If you need something now, let's say if you're a NinjaTrader brokerage customer we do offer CQG Mobile, which is a free mobile app that you can use to monitor and trade your account if you need mobility access now.
Okay. Is there any, I guess, do y'all have a list on the website anywhere of available indicators and add-ons for NT8 at the moment?
No, we have NinjaTraderEcosystem.com, but it doesn't go to as far as specifying what vendors may support NinjaTrader 8.
Okay.
I will say this, though. We do, on our forum, have, I want to say we split out indicators and strategies between NinjaTrader 7 and NinjaTrader 8. So you can check at our support forum.
Okay. What is some of the coolest things you have seen done so far with the NT8 add-on feature?
Oh, good question. You know, there's a lot of commercial, I'll just say add-ons or apps right now that have been ported over for NinjaTrader 7 that just look to me better than NinjaTrader 7 or ported to NinjaTrader 8. I haven't seen anything that, let's say, is completely, what's the right word? I haven't seen anything yet that, let's say, is unexpected, you know, that I would never have thought of. That being said, it took some time. When we released NinjaTrader 7 back in 2010, it took a while before we really started seeing some novel things come up from the development community. And part of the reason I think for that is that it takes time for developers to digest, you know, what's available under the hood, how to, you know, best practices, how to you know, best get the most out of it. It's kind of like if anybody here is a video game kind of guy, you know, you get the first generation console games, and then you get the second generation once the first, you know, once the developers have had a chance to really get under the hood. And that takes, you know, a few years before you get to that second generation console games. So I think it's no different here. You know, we're seeing a lot more people move over. You know, just I think March, we had about 24,000 people use NinjaTrader 8 at least one time in the month of March. And on any given day right now, we're around 3,000 people actually trading actively with NinjaTrader 8, that is. So my point in saying that is that, you know, it takes time for people to adopt, and that includes developers, and it takes time for them to, you know, trying to use the power. But what we have done with NinjaTrader 8 is really go wide and deep in terms of what is supported for the developer community, and we do expect in time that we're going to be seeing a lot of very interesting things from the development community, both commercial and user.
Okay. Is there a list anywhere of the exchanges that are supported in NT8?
No, there is not. If there is a specific, I mean, most of the basic exchanges, the common exchange, not basic, I should say, are supported. And it really depends on the brokerage that you're using. So if there's a question about a very specific exchange, please send that to platform support at ninjatrader.com.
Okay. They have a question. It says, I have e-signal data for an exchange not listed in NT, so cannot get NT8 to open the charts. Although the connection is successful, the tech guys have tried through remote support but unable to help as it's not listed. This seems strange, as NT7 could load and open the charts with the same data successfully.
Yeah, that would seem strange to me. If you could do me a favor and respond back, assuming you still have that open ticket, if you could respond back and say, could you please forward this to Brett in product management? and reference that I asked you to do this as part of this webinar.
And you said for them to send it to Brett?
Yes.
Okay. And what is email platforms support?
Yeah, you get platform support at ninjatrader.com, or just reply to the ticket that the user was working through, and if not, you can just send an email platform support, write up the issue, and just say please forward to Brett. There's only one Brett in our company, so it'll get to the right person, but just make sure it was specify that I asked for this to happen.
Okay. Tick replay is a nice feature, but how do you get historical data without recording it for the bid and ask data?
Oh, if you're connected to NinjaTrader Brokerage, Kinetic, I believe Interactive Brokers, no, not Interactive Brokers, then, or CQG, Rhythmic, it'll automatically come. So you don't, I guess it's transparent to you. Just all you have to do is turn it on, and it comes.
Okay. I use Interactive Brokers as a data provider. I have read that this may cause lags in data when using NT with IB. Do you have any suggestions to improve the quality of the connection?
There should not be any lag with Interactive Brokers and NinjaTrader. If there's any lag, it's Interactive Brokers, not NinjaTrader. And maybe you're confused with the fact that Interactive Brokers does throttle their data. What that simply means is, instead of getting every single tick of the market, you're getting, as example, 5 updates a second. I don't really know how many updates a second, but if there's, let's say, 100 ticks that go off in a second, you might get 5 of those. So somebody might confuse that with lag, but that's not necessarily lag. It's just, let's say, incomplete data. So the only way to resolve that is to not use Interactive Brokers. What we do have is customers that want to trade through Interactive Brokers but want higher quality data will sign up with Kinetic.com. That's our market data service that will provide what's called unfiltered data to you. So I think that's probably what you mean, but there definitely is no lag in terms of the data is coming in slower.
Okay. If I have more than one account open in NinjaTrader, how, if possible, can I connect my open charts to each account?
Can you say that one more time, please, Terry?
If I have more than one account open in NinjaTrader, how, if possible, can I connect my open charts to each account?
Okay, simple. Let me do this. Let me open up. Oh, hold on a sec. I'm thinking trading account. Can you say that one more time? Because I can interpret this two different ways.
If I have more than one account open in NinjaTrader, how can I connect my open account or my open charts to each account? I'm assuming he wants like one chart associated with one account and a second chart associated with a second account.
Okay, I'll answer it 2 ways, because I could see like a trading account. So, for example,
You said yes, trading account.
okay, then that's what I thought, which implies chart trader. And again, if I'm off base, let me know. But simply, if I turn on chart trader here, and I'll turn on chart trader here. So this one I have set to my SIM0002 account, and on this one I would just set it to SIM0003. So that's 2 different charts set to, with the same instrument, at least in this example, set to 2 different trading accounts.
Okay.
If that's not what you meant, please clarify.
Okay. In NT8 market replay, is there any plan to make more than one replay one-on-one account available?
No, not at this time.
If I want to use a VPN on my system, can I get the IP address used for my data feed so that I cannot tunnel those addresses?
That one you'll have to defer to platform support.
I know this is a common question that I see a lot with NinjaTrader, and especially since NinjaTrader brokers come out. Is there any planned, I guess in the future, any planned expansion of the brokers that will support NinjaTrader?
Yeah, absolutely. But we're actually expanding out in Brazil with the largest Brazilian brokerage. We're just in development now. So it depends. I'm not sure, if the question is coming from somebody in the U.S. versus somebody, in somewhere outside the U.S. But simply put, we absolutely plan and are expanding brokerage offerings for the NinjaTrader platform, but it has to make sense to us as a complete company. Simply put, we're not going to open up NinjaTrader platform for a brokerage that competes directly with NinjaTrader brokerage, as an example.
Okay. When is the NinjaTrader IPO going to happen?
Who knows?
I can see it now. That'd be fun. A funny chart seeing NT stock trading on a NinjaTrader platform.
Yeah, that would be the day, huh?
Let's see. In NT8, if I'm running a strategy and my computer crashes, is it possible to resume the strategy and have it pick up and resume processing the opening orders and positions easily?
Yes.
I'm assuming those orders is server-side, correct? So they would just reconnect and the stops and limits would still be there?
Correct. I mean, it depends. The general answer is yes, but there's a number of variables that go into that. Was the order filled while you were disconnected? Like I said, there's a number of different questions. Was the order like a client-side simulated stop? So there's a number of different things. The general answer is yes, and there's also a number of different options for how you re-engage the strategy and what you wanted to do depending on what the actual state of the account is.
Okay. Can you show how to enter an OCO order in the DOM or the chart?
Sure. I guess it depends on if you have the direct edition or if you have a lease or a lifetime. The direct edition, you obviously can't do an OCO order, so I guess that answers that question. But simply put, an ATM strategy, if you want NinjaTrader to automatically submit a profit and stop loss order, those two orders are going to be tied via OCO. And the way you do that is you go down to this ATM drop-down box, and I'm going to select custom. And simply put, I want to have a stop loss of 6 ticks and a profit target of 12, hit OK, and that's all I do. And if I go ahead and do a market order, you can see I went into the market long one, and there's my stop and there's my target, and they are OCO. If I cancel the target, you'll see the stop cancel out as well. Now I'm kind of naked. I have my open position here. I'll just close that. The other way to do it, if you don't want to use an ATM, let me just select none, is you right-click, you select OCO order, and for example, I'm going to place a limit to buy, I'll place a limit to sell, turn off OCO. Now these two orders are tied together. Canceling one will cancel the other. Oh, and in the chart, it's the same thing. You can see here's that same ATM strategy drop-down box. So I just do the same thing I showed you in the DOM. or right-click, and I also have this Osio order menu item as well.
Okay. Do you have any suggestions on C# developers? I guess is there a list on the website or forum of places where someone can find a developer to create a strategy or a indicator for them?
Yeah, absolutely. If you go to ninjatraderecosystem.com, you can search there. Specifically, I think it's called Consultants. It'll be self-explanatory when you get there, and if you do a search, it'll show you all of the NinjaScript consultants that are approved by us.
Okay. When will NT8 be ready for Forex trading using the broker forex.com?
Oh, it is in beta now. It's we released that, I want to say a week ago, in NinjaTrader 8.0.6.1, which you can get on our website now, has newly added support in beta for forex.com.
Okay. If I have kinetic and DTML-Q data feeds both connected, how do I know which one is feeding which chart?
I'm not sure if, I guess I'll answer it. If you have two different connections, whatever they may be, you can control not by specific instrument, but by instrument type, what feed drives what market. So if I go under Tools, Options, Market Data, you'll see here at the top there's a preferred connections for historical, preferred connections for real time. So if I, for example, wanted for futures, historical data always to come from, continuum, I would select that. And then maybe for Forex, I always want it to be from kinetic. That's for historical. And then you can do the same thing for real time. So assuming that you've got these two connections connected, NinjaTrader will always grab the data from, will always grab the data from the preferred connection. If the data does not, if the connection does not exist, it'll just do what we call a round robin effect. So it's going to go to the first connected connection and say, do you support historical futures data? Yes, I do. Okay, I'll get it from you then.
Okay. Is there a way of putting more textual data on a chart, like panel, something like a form, something like a spreadsheet would be nice, so that Excel-like formulas could be used instead of having to write code?
I see. No, you can't do that out of the box right now. That's, for example, an interesting, very interesting idea that could be, for example, a custom program or a custom add-on that somebody could build. NinjaTrader 8 allows developers to do that, but we don't provide that out of the box. Just so you know, that is on our list. I personally used a product many years ago that would allow you to do such things. So I know exactly what you're talking about. It's on the list, but unfortunately for you, I guess, not a lot of people have requested that.
Okay. Will NT Brokerage ever consider opening a trade desk to run automated strategies on behalf of their clients?
So the reason why I'm pausing is I'm actually, although I'm CEO of NinjaTrader Group, I'm not a brokerage employee, and thus I'm not licensed. Thus I'm not, there's, let's say, very strict boundaries on what I can and cannot say. So I always have to pause to think, okay, can I answer that question, or do I have to defer? That's a regulatory limitation. So the question, I guess I would say that I'm going to defer on that question. If you'd like to know the answer, you should send an email to our brokerage team.
Okay. They're saying that they don't think forex.com demo accounts are available for NT yet. And then there's another question asking, how would you go about getting credentials for forex.com?
Right. Okay. That's a good question. Simply put, right, we don't offer forex.com demos at this time. In terms of requesting one, I'm not even sure if you could send forex.com an email. The only thing you could do is, if you, account holders can. I mean, let me even see. Like I guess I do have a forex.com demo here, but obviously I can request one from them, but I'm just not sure if they would provide one to a prospect or a customer. I think what you would need to do is send an email and see if they could get you one. And if you're having trouble getting it connected, assuming they give you one, then write into platform support at ninjatrader.com. But as a company, we don't offer one at this time yet.
Okay. Can you explain, I guess, the network path that an order takes from when they place the order to the exchange? They're wondering how many nodes and order hops there are between them and the actual order being executed.
Oh, I absolutely can't answer that question because I don't know the answer to that. And let me clarify, because I don't want to come across sounding like I don't know things, but there could be any number of different number of hops between where you are in the world and, let's say, the exchange. And if you take the exchange and CQG, I mean, CQG has a direct connection to the exchange, and but between you and CQG or Continuum, I just don't know. I mean, there could be 3 hops, there could be 20 hops, so you just don't know.
Okay. It says, in Arizona, TDA stopped allowing Forex trading. Can this be done using NT in one of its data feeds?
You said TDA, like TD Ameritrade?
That's what he said, yeah. Yes.
And the question is, I guess the answer is NinjaTrader doesn't support Forex trading at TD Ameritrade. I don't even know if TD Ameritrade supports Forex trading, but I'll just say that we don't support Forex trading at TD Ameritrade. If you're in Phoenix, the only option is using NinjaTrader with gaincapital/forex.com. Same thing, same company.
Okay. Okay, I'm going to make this the last question because we're about a minute to our stop. Is there any functionality in NT8 that you had to leave on the cutting room floor that you might revisit in the future release of NT8?
Yeah, that's a good question. That we left on the cutting room floor. There's nothing, first of all, I've never been asked that, so that's why I had to kind of think about that. I can't think of anything that we wanted to get in that we cut out because it, let's say, wasn't working as expected or we didn't have time to get it in. I just can't think of anything. There's nothing in NinjaTrader 8 that I regret not putting in. I mean, there's over 500 different enhancements that we put into NinjaTrader 8. So yeah, I guess the answer is no. I just can't think of anything.
Okay.
So I guess that's it.
Yep. A couple of thank you and good stuff. As always, thank you for your information, your presentation, taking questions, and most importantly, your time today.
Very welcome, and thank you for having me, and thanks to everybody here who joined us this afternoon. Appreciate it.
Absolutely. Have a good rest of your week.
You too. Take care, everybody.